Hello everyone, welcome to another UNO Learning video. Today we are going to learn prepositions of place. First of all, let's understand what is a preposition. A preposition is a word or phrase that is used before a noun or pronoun to show place, time, direction, etc. We have about 150 prepositions in English. And they can be of different types, like prepositions of place, prepositions of time, prepositions of direction, etc. For example, in, for, to, out of, and many more. But today, we are only going to discuss prepositions of place, such as on, at, beside, etc. Now, what are prepositions of place? Prepositions of place gives us the answer to the question where. For example, where is my book? Your book is on the table. The preposition on gives us the connection between the book and the table and also answers our question where. Let's look at a few sample examples of prepositions of place. The first, in front of. The prepositional expression in front of means close to the front of something or someone. In other words, it is the opposite of behind. Let's look at the first picture, which is the dog is in front of the man. Next preposition, behind. As I already told you, behind is the opposite of in front of, which is used when something or someone is following in order. For example, the dog is behind the postman. Next is next to. The last picture, the dog is sitting next to the bones. Let's look at a few examples. Between. When do we use the preposition between? If something is between two things or is in between them. For example, as we see in the picture, the bone is between the dogs. The next, which is in. We use in to refer to a place. For example, here, as in the picture, we can see the dog is in the bed and the thermometer is in its mouth. The last picture and the last preposition, on. On is majorly used to show that something is in a position above something else and touching it. As you can see, the dog is touching the table, so the dog is on the table. Let's look at a few examples. In front of. We've already discussed in front of. We use this prepositional expression in front of, which means close to the front of something or someone, and it is the opposite of preposition behind. For example, a band plays their music in front of an audience, and the teacher stands in front of the students. The next preposition, which is behind, and it is also the opposite of in front of, and it means at the back of something. For example, when the teacher writes on the whiteboard, the students are behind him or her. And who is that person behind the mask, which means at the back of the mask? We have a few more prepositions. For example, between. Between normally refers to something in the middle of two objects, two things, or two places. For example, there are mountains between India and China, and the number 5 is between the number 4 and number 6. Interesting prepositions like across from or opposite. Across from and opposite mean the same thing. It usually refers to something being in front of something else, but there is normally something between them like a street or a table. In simpler words, it is similar to saying that someone is on the other side of something. For example, if you say, I live across from a supermarket, it means that it is on the other side of the road. And if you say the chess players sat opposite each other before they began their game, it means that they are in front of each other and there is a table between them. Let's move on to other prepositions like next to and beside. Next to and beside mean the same thing. It usually refers to a thing or person that is at the side of another thing. I repeat, at the side of another thing. For example, at a wedding, the bride stands next to the groom and guards stand next to the entrance of the bank. Near and close to. Near and close to mean the same thing. It is similar to next to or beside, but there is more of a distance between the two things. There is more of a distance between the two things. For example, the receptionist is near the front door and this building is near a subway station. On. On means that something is in a position that is physically touching, covering, or attached to something. For example, the clock on the wall is slow. Obviously, the clock is touching the wall. He put the food on the table, which means that yes, it is physically touching the table or it is attached to the table. Above and over. Above and over have a similar meaning. They both mean at a higher position than X. But above normally refers to being directly or vertically above you. For example, planes normally fly above the clouds, or there is a free ceiling above you. Under and below. Under and below have a similar meaning. They mean at a lower level. Something is above it. For example, your legs are under the table and monsters live under your bed. I think we are pretty clear with prepositions of place. So let's look at a few examples and let's do a very small exercise on prepositions of place. Let's look at the first sentence. He is swimming dash the river. Will it be on, over, or in? We all believe that it is going to be in. Why? Because in refers to a place. The preposition in is used to refer to a place. That is why it is going to be he's swimming in the river. Next, the plant is dash the table. Will it be on, besides, or in? Obviously, the answer is on. The plant is on the table. Why? Because the plant is physically touching the table and it is over it. London is dash the river Thames. In, on, over. It is going to be on. London is on the river Thames. The mother said dash her children beside or besides. It is going to be beside. Why? Because beside also means sitting next to someone and there is not much distance between the two. The last, the cat was hiding dash the door. It is obviously going to be behind the door because it is the opposite of in front of and it means at the back of something. I hope you enjoyed today's video on prepositions of place. For more personalized live IELTS classes at affordable prices, you can log on to www.unolearning.com. You can also register for our online English speaking courses for working professionals, teenagers, kids, and homemakers. Thank you.